The greatness of God. The greatness of God. Now, see if you can find the last point that Daniel focuses in on. And think of it in light of Daniel's dilemma now. His dilemma. 2,300 years, is it going to be tacked on, and is the temple and the city of Jerusalem going to lay waste? Verse 16. O Lord, according to all thy righteousness, I beseech thee, let thine anger and thy fury be turned away from thy city, Jerusalem, thy holy mountain, because for our sins and for the iniquities of our fathers, Jerusalem and thy people are become a reproach to all that are about us. Therefore, O our God, hear the prayer of thy servant and his supplications, and cause thy face to shine upon thy sanctuary that is desolate for the Lord's sake. O my God, incline thine ear, hear, open thine eyes, behold our desolations, the city which is called by thy name, for we do not present our supplications before thee for our righteousnesses, but for thy great mercies. O Lord, hear. O Lord, forgive. O Lord, hearken and do. Defer not for thine own sake, O my God, for thy city and thy people are called by thy name. In those verses, what was Daniel's focus? What did he want God to do? Restore the sanctuary, restore the city. Please restore the sanctuary, rebuild the sanctuary, rebuild the city. Verse 20, while I was speaking and praying and confessing my sin and the sin of my people Israel and presenting my supplication before the Lord my God for the holy mountain of my God. Now, who do you think, from our talk this morning, from what we studied in Daniel 8, who do you think heaven will send in answer to Daniel's prayer? Gabriel. Why? Because Gabriel didn't finish. Gabriel was given a commission in chapter 8, 12 years before. And now Daniel prays. Now let's see who comes in answer to Daniel's prayer. Verse 21. While I was speaking in prayer, even the man who? Gabriel. Whom I had seen in the vision at the beginning, being caused to fly swiftly, touched me about the time of the evening oblation. And he informed me and talked with me, and he said, O Daniel, I am now come forth to give thee skill and understanding. Skill and understanding. He just got there. What's he going to explain to him? 2,300-day prophecy. I have now come back, Daniel, to explain to you the 2,300-year time prophecy. He says, I have now come forth to give thee skill and understanding. Verse 23, at the beginning of thy supplications, the commandment came forth, and I am come to show thee, for thou art greatly beloved. Therefore, understand the matter and consider the vision. Understand what matter? Understand what? 2,300 days. The only part in the vision in chapter 8 he did not understand. Consider the vision. Consider what vision? The vision in chapter 8. Sydney, let's take a few slides through. Okay, so the focuses of Daniel's prayer, the goodness of God, the sinfulness of the people, and the restoration of the temple. Keep going, Sydney. And in answer to Daniel's prayer, the one who returns with the speed of a cheetah is the man Gabriel. If you'd been told 13 years before to tell somebody something and you didn't do it, what would you say when you saw them 13 years later, 12 or 13 years later? You'd tell them, I've come to explain to you what I didn't tell you 12 or 13 years ago. That's exactly what Gabriel said. I am now come forth to give thee skill and understanding. Understand the matter and consider the vision. You know, folks, it was this right here that gave a judge, a farmer in the northeastern part of this United States. It was this right here that gave the man goosebumps the size of lemons. The man's name was William Miller. Because William Miller saw what we're seeing here today. William Miller saw this in 1818, what we are studying here today. He was studying the prophecies of Daniel. And it was the prophecies of Daniel that ignited a movement in the 1830s.